Night and day for 5 days, Jill chomped her way through 4 bars of chocolate, fought valiantly for some mini eggs, chowed down on some processed cheese and polished off 8 bags of crisps. Jill only mentioned a few treats in her diary, but during surveillance, she had 3,630 secret calories from snacks. If she went without for a year, she could lose up to 5 stone. Jill's food diary said she consumes an average of about 1,300 calories per day. This is less than she needs and means she should be losing weight. But she's still getting heavier. So what secret eating did we find to explain her weight gain? To begin with, when we were watching you, we kind of thought, oh, hang on a minute. You know, she is only taking in a few hundred calories a day, so we might be beat on this one. But just have a look, because we've spotted a couple of things during the week that we think might be your downfall. Have a look at this. Jill's first secret vice was revealed when our PI Duncan followed Jill to the local church hall for a tap dancing performance. Our undercover spy was watching from behind the buffet to see if she would snack. To begin with, she was too busy performing to eat, but things soon changed when the interval rolled round. Suddenly, she swooped in for a mini sandwich, snaffled a fun-sized chocolate bar and supped on some sugary pop. Did you realise that you are such a constant grazer?
Not as bad as that. No.
Not as bad as... You see, this is the thing, because when we were talking last week, and you were saying, no, I'm really good, and, you know, I might occasionally just pick something up. You've gone so quiet, and you've got a gob on. Are you feeling a bit... Is it just overwhelming?
It is a bit, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I just think it's... Oh, I just think it's hideous.
If, like Jill, you like your snacks, you are not alone. We Brits love our crisps. We may know they're not good for us, but you know what? That doesn't stop us buying nearly 6 billion bags a year. We're eating more than ever before, nearly 166,000 tonnes last year. And if you've ever eaten one of the large 150-gram packs in one sitting, you need to know the calorie facts. The info on this label is for a 25-gram portion, even though this bag contains 6 times that amount. Chomp your way through this lot, and you'll have munched your way through a third of your daily calories. That's scary stuff. We did discover something else about your eating habits. As well as being a picker, you take things from other people's plates. So look at this. We've tracked Jill's every mouthful, and it's clear that her calorie intake comes not just from what's on her plate, but what's on everyone else's too.
I can't
believe you actually nicked his burger.
He had 3.
He had 3, so you nicked 1.
Yeah.
Only fair. So, can you see that? I think in your mind it's only a bite, but it's all adding up. Making sense?
Yes.
Jill's a classic mealtime magpie. The mealtime magpie's mantra is waste not, want not. Rather than see food go in the bin, they prefer to finish everything up. But by making a habit of picking, mealtime magpies will certainly be overeating. Even if you just snaffle an extra 10 calories a day from a friend's plate, you'll be a pound more portly in a year's time. When we chatted last week, you were saying, I am really good during the week. I eat salads. And we can see on the table, you definitely do eat salads. And in general, you are really good during the week, actually. But just have a look at your weekend vices. Take a look at this over here.
Oh.
Like a lot of us, Jill's fond of letting her hair down on a Friday night, and this one was no exception.
Cameras watching.
Unusually, the evening kicked off with a massive fry-up, washed down with 2 large glasses of wine. Our PI Cameron then trailed Jill to the pub where the eating, drinking and merriment continued.
I know from our guy behind the bar that she's had 3 amarettos and Coke.
Brilliant.
No food. The only thing they're likely to eat is bar snacks. That's the state of play at the moment.
After 10 amarettos, 2 shots of Zambuca and some peanuts, the party wasn't over. It was back to the house for more booze and still more food. Our sleuth spotted a takeaway arriving on the surveillance cameras and rushed off to the shop to get the details of the order.
So the order they made was scampi and chips, a large cheeseburger and chips, a large burger, no cheese, with, is that chips? OK, that's the whole order. Fantastic, thank you.
Slightly gobsmacked, would it be fair to say?
Yeah.
It was the morning after the night before, and Jill kicked off the day with a second fried breakfast in less than 24 hours. We all know fry-ups are a fat fest, so now it's over to our resident expert to find out exactly how bad they can be.
What we've got here is an example of Jill's fry-up. The total amount of fat in this meal is a staggering 75 grams. Now, the average woman needs around 70 grams a day. So Jill is having more fat than she needs for the entire day. Also, there's 1,100 calories, and that's more than half her daily requirements just coming from this one meal.
Simple tips for a healthier breakfast include:
avoid using fat when cooking and grill things as much as possible. Trim the fat off bacon and go for a lower fat type of sausage. Have a poached egg instead of a fried egg and serve it with lots more vegetables such as baked beans, chopped tomatoes and grilled mushrooms.
After their fatty fry-up, our PI Cameron got wind of an outing to the local pub. Just 2 hours later, he found Jill tucking in again.
I've managed to get the receipt for their table. So it's sesame chicken bites, Moroccan broth with a small baguette with quite a bit of butter. And also she had a pint of Coke.
And this was your barbecue dinner on Saturday night? And more! Jill's food diary shows no changes to her eating habits at the weekend, but our filming tells a different story. If you binge too, try weighing yourself daily. It'll help you monitor any fluctuations after a wild weekend.
Oh, it's just hideous.
Are you shocked at all?
Well, I did know that that's what I was doing on Saturday, but it just looked awful.
So the grand total calorie intake for your Friday and Saturday binge comes to... Do you want to take a guess?
No.
OK. Nearly 7,500 calories.
I suppose I didn't think I'd consumed quite so much. And obviously I did. The amount of calories I had over the weekend, yeah, that was a bit of a shock. In fact, it was a real shock, and I was not impressed with that at all.
Had we not told you that this was representative of your diet, would you have believed it?
I'd believe you, but I'd be like, yeah, oh well, never mind. But when you actually see it all... Oh.
When you see it laid out, it actually is unappetising.
Yeah, completely. Seeing it all laid out is definitely going to help me to be motivated to lose the weight, because looking at the food did put me off eating. I feel like going to get my jaw wired. Obviously I won't, but yeah, I felt sick.
Please rethink your weekend plans.
Oh, definitely.
If you're serious about getting back to the weight that you used to be and the woman you said you wanted to be, cut down on the snacking, cut down on the magpieing, and then hopefully you'll be able to shift that couple of stone that you want to get off. It all makes, when you look at it here, it all makes sense.
Yes, complete sense. It's,
Jill is about to begin a 10-week eating plan. Before filming started, she thought she was eating around 1,300 calories a day, but she was in denial because her daily average was actually a huge 3,106 calories. Now she's going to have to change her habits and aim for 1,500 calories a day in order to start losing some weight. Jill must cut out the sugary snacks, stop her magpie eating and curb the weekend blowouts. These simple changes will hopefully turn the tide and start the weight loss.
My mission now is just to lose weight. Simple, just lose weight.